Hi there, I'm Robin. Welcome back, Awakening Beauties. In this video, I'm gonna do a much needed makeup declutter, and I hope it's not too echoey in my bathroom, but the thought of carrying all of my makeup out into my filming studio just was making me very nauseous. So I'm doing it right here in my bathroom where I do keep all of my makeup. Don't come for me. I keep it tucked away in drawers and try to keep it safe from any steam from the shower. Plus I have a really good shower fan. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. And my videos are in service to those of us women over 50 who are looking for makeup, skincare, lifestyle tips for navigating this stage of our life. If that all sounds good to you, I'd love to have you back and ask that you hit that subscribe button. So let's get into it. If you're a regular viewer of my channel, you'll know that this year is a low buy year for me, and I'm happy to report that I have bought no makeup this year. We're already at the end of June. I do feel like I might need to replace some things in my makeup, and so going through all of this decluttering, I've been wanting to do this for at least the last 6 months. So this is an opportunity for me to sort of get rid of things that I know I don't like, that aren't working for me. Because why should we hold on to things just because we did spend money on it? But if it's not something we're gonna use, then ultimately it is taking up space, and I hate waste. I really do. I hate throwing things away. I am a big recycler. We compost our food scraps. But when it comes to makeup, it's hard sometimes to let these things go, because if they're not expired, you think, well, maybe I'll get around to wearing them. But ultimately, I don't. Now, there are a few things that I've already put into this little bin that have expired, or I knew that I was going to get rid of, or even things that I used them completely up. One of them is the Colossal Bubble. This L'Oreal Infallible. Oh my God, there's so much dust. Okay, excuse the dust. They've been sitting at the back of my closet. This was a color I got for Halloween. I was trying to do a very fair face, and it has expired, so I'm getting rid of that. I used up my Maybelline Lifter Stick. This was a very nice mascara. This was a very nice foundation stick. I did rave about it when I reviewed it in a previous video, but I found that as I got closer to the end of it, it really dried out and it was more difficult to work with. So I probably would not rebuy that. I've used up this Merit lipstick. It's a lip liner / lipstick. I really love this, and it's the color Coupe or Coupe. I will probably rebuy this at some point in the future. The one thing that I don't like is that you really don't get a ton of product because it's very soft. It's not like a hard lip liner. It's very soft, more like a lipstick. So I don't know, I'll have to think about that, whether I would get that again. I went through this Ulta Mineral Foundation that I've had for years. I finished that up. This foundation stick from Essence, it's just not the right color for me. So I already put this in this bin knowing that I was gonna get rid of it. I went through an e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, and I have another one. I've thrown this in here. This is an old eyeshadow palette, and I knew that I wasn't going to use this, so I had thrown that in there as well. I have the original Naked palette, and I did buy the re-release, so I think that I can go ahead and part with this. It was well loved by me, and I have the new one, so I'm gonna get rid of that. This one I definitely want to repurchase. This is the Wet n Wild retractable lip liner in the color Lay Down the Mauves. This is a great mauve neutral lip liner, so I would love to repurchase that. Don't know if you're seeing all the dust that's kicking up as I'm pulling these things out. I went through the Camo CC cream from e.l.f. Would I buy it again? I don't think so. There's so many other things on the market that I like. I'm getting rid of this. I don't like the Maybelline eyeshadow sticks, these tattoo liners. I have 2 colors in them, and yeah, I'm getting rid of those. I went through the Brow Stylist from L'Oreal Paris, and it's a good product, but I didn't like this color on me. It felt like it was too red. I did use it up. This is the light brown. It was too red. The Maybelline Tattoo Studio, did I go through this, or am I just getting rid of it? I think I'm just getting rid of it. It was a little too messy. It's a liquid eyeliner. This I'm definitely getting rid of. This was the NYX Epic Wear, and it's also a liquid liner. So hard to work with. I do not recommend if you're trying to do a liquid liner. I also put this in there. This was the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. And it's pretty old, but I didn't like the color. I didn't like the way it looked on me, so I'm getting rid of that. Oh, this was a sample size of the Fenty mascara, and I hated it. It flaked, it smudged, it was really bad. I'm getting rid of this e.l.f. It's a bite-sized palette in Acai U. Terrible, 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 terrible. That's all I have to say about that. And I went through, well, this one I went ahead and chucked in here. It's the Clinique High Impact Full Volume Mascara. Flaked and smudged quite a bit, didn't like it. And I went through the e.l.f. Wow Brow, which I do actually like. So I think I have already replaced that with another one. So anyways, those are things that I had just been chucking over the past like 6 to 9 months into this little box here. But I have more things that I need to get rid of, because I feel like there's just too much. There's too much to choose from, even though I don't have an extensive makeup collection. As you can see behind me, this is my makeup collection. It's not that extensive, but I'm really paring down this year. I'm getting rid of things. I'm living more simply and less consumerism this year on my part. It's one of the reasons why I've slowed down making videos, along with a bunch of other reasons. I won't talk about it in this video, okay? I'm gonna keep it to myself for right now. All right, I figure this is the easiest way for me to do this. Starting with foundations. Okay, that's kind of a lot of products, I admit. But over the past couple of years, I was testing new things, and yeah, so that's where I landed with all of these. First one I know I'm gonna get rid of is the Tear Cushion Foundation. I just hate the scent of this. I hate the scent of it. I don't like the way that it feels on my skin, and I don't need it. I don't ever use it, so I'm gonna get rid of that. I guess I should maybe put these in categories. I'm gonna start with these stick foundations from Milani, and I have 2 different colors. I've been using these, I love them. I love a good stick foundation. They're called Blur Out Skin Tint Sticks. I have 04 and 07, and I use both of them. Like the lighter one I'll put in the higher points of my face, and just blend them. They blend very nice together. These are really good stick foundations if you're looking for something at a drugstore price. So I'm gonna keep those. I have 3 skin tints. I'm almost through this one from L'Oreal, so I'm gonna keep using this one. Actually, what I do with this one is I mix it with their True Match foundation, because this is a little dark for my skin. So I just kind of mix a little bit of this to lighten it up, and I really like the effect. These are really nice. So I'm gonna keep these and finish using these up. I love, the CL is my favorite. So far, of all of the skin tints I've tried, CL is my favorite. It's got SPF 50, and I have the color 03 Light. I would definitely repurchase this. This one from CoverGirl, I have troubles with this. I find that with certain, I don't know if it's my skincare, I don't know if it's my SPF, I don't know if it's a powder that I'm using over top of it, but what I find is that it gets dark and flaky by the end of my work day, and I look like my skin is shedding. It's so gross. So I don't know what's causing the problem with this. I have successfully used it when I didn't put any powder over top of it, but honestly, I don't want a product that is that finicky, so this I'm gonna get rid of. This isn't technically a foundation, but I have the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I still use this, so I'm gonna keep that. Now, as far as more full coverage foundations, I have the e.l.f. Soft Glam Foundation. I'm trying to use this up also, so I'm gonna keep that. I have the High Glam Foundation from Natasha Denona. Love this. And the House Labs, it needs to be shaken up. It's separating a little bit. I probably need to replace this pretty soon, but I'm trying to also use this up as much as possible. This is my favorite foundation. Very nice, especially for dry skin, but it stays on all day. It just like blurs your skin. It's a beautiful foundation. This one is okay. This is the Maybelline Lumi Matte Foundation. I need to play with this more, I guess, because especially now that it's summer and it's very humid down here, a more matte foundation, even though my skin is very dry or tends to be dry, this would probably be very good for, you know, those very sweaty days, especially if you're outside. So I'm gonna keep using that. I have this Wet n Wild foundation, and it is very good coverage. First of all, the color isn't right for me, and it tends to oxidize. And the other thing about this foundation is I can't stand the smell. It smells like paint thinner. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. And I have a little bit left of this Bare Minerals. This color is a little bit dark on me, and there's really not much left in this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of this. I've had this for a really long time. Okay, so I got rid of four products. These are all my concealers, and it's so funny. I had lost this one for a little while, and it ended up being way at the back under my vanity. It must have dropped on the ground at some point. So this is my favorite, so far, my favorite concealer. I love this Natasha Denona High Glam Foundation, or concealer. So I'm keeping that. My second favorite is probably the House Labs. So I'm gonna keep that. And then I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is really good on those hot and humid days, so I'm gonna keep this. I also have the Lancome All Over Concealer, which I love, so I'm gonna keep that. This they don't even make anymore. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. This was really good. I wish they still made this, but I've had it for a long time. There's probably not a lot of product left in here anyways, and probably had this well over 5 years. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. I have these three, and honestly, I don't love the Elmo. This is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I don't love this one, and the True Match from L'Oreal is okay, and this is a brightening concealer which I use sometimes. This is the Revlon Glimmer. I think I can get rid of this one because it's just not one of my favorites. I've done an e.l.f. video in the past, and I reviewed this, and it's okay. It's just not my favorite. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep these two. Yeah, I'm gonna keep these two. So I have a couple of color correctors. I'm not big on color correctors, but I do have a couple. Actually, it's this one. It's the Catrice Under Eye Instant Awake and the Milani Conceal and Perfect. I probably need to replace this or just replace it with something else. I've had this for a while, but I'm gonna keep that. So, because I only have the two color correctors. For lid primers, I love the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. That's really good. Milani, I've pretty much used this up. I never reach for it. If I need to prime my eyes, I will usually do it with the MAC Paint Pot, or I'll use a concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. This one is almost empty. This is the Sephora Boost and Lock, so I feel like I need to get rid of that. And this one I liked in the beginning, the Thank Me Later from Elizabeth Mott, but I don't know. It's like oil comes out first. Oh no, it didn't do it this time. But a lot of times just the oil, it separates, and so I did shake it up the last time I used it, so maybe that's why it didn't do it. So I'll go ahead and hang on to this and keep trying to use this. All right, so I managed to get rid of, in that category, 1, 2, 3, 4 products. So these are all my powders and bronzers. I have way too many powders. I will never get through them, which is okay because it's not like I'm out trying to buy more powders. So let's just talk about compacts. These compacts. I don't think that I'm getting rid of any of these. This is Charlotte Tilbury. I use this very sparingly. Usually I just use this on my eyes to lock in my eyeshadow primer. So I am gonna keep that. I have these two from Kosas. I bought the smaller size to try it out, and the color is very dark, but if I'm more tan in the summer, then I can see where this would have its place. But I don't know, it got hard panned so fast, like within the first few weeks that I had this. And I tried to scrape it off, as you can see. And you know, once you get below that hard part, yeah, this part is nice, but I feel like I've been struggling with this and it bugs me every time I open it. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. I have one more. I have this e.l.f. I didn't love it at first, but now that I sort of understand how to use it as a finishing powder after all of your makeup is on, and it does provide a nice subtle glow. And if things have gotten a little too matte, it does help to like bring back a little bit of glow if you use this over top. So I really like that, so I'm gonna keep that. This is the old Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder for Under Eyes. I've never liked this, and I never turn to it. I will never use it. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of it. It's not something I'm ever gonna use. I think she's reformulated, come up with another one. I'm pretty sure. Would I even buy that one? I don't know. But at this point, I can part with that one. This little Catrice Under Eye Brightening Setting Powder. It does the job. It's pretty good. And this size would be nice for travel. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. Actually, I'm keeping all of these. I have the Wet n Wild Loose Setting Powder, and it's in soft pink. I have the Huda Beauty. This is the one I've been trying to use up. I've been using the Peach Pie color, and also I've been sort of mixing it with the Essence Flawless Skin Trio. This is pretty good. For this price point, this is really nice. I also have the Infallible Blurfection, which is a really nice loose powder as well. Very blurring, as the name indicates. And I have the original Givenchy and the Prisma Libre, and I rarely use this just because it's so precious to me, because they reformulated it and everybody hates the new formula. So I'm definitely keeping this, but really I've been trying to use up these three. This has been my focus. It's gonna take me a long time. I got that one too to use up. So, you know, I'm just trying to use what I have. If you guys are big powder lovers, do you see where I'm missing anything that I should look into? I only have two powder bronzers, one from e.l.f. and the Infallible 24-hour wear, so I'm keeping both of those. All right, so I managed to get rid of two of my powders. Oh, I forgot, I also have the NYX Mineral Powder. I forgot I even had this. This is really nice, and I do like this a lot, so I need to like pull it out to remember to use it. All right, I brought out the only sculpting and bronzing cream and liquid products that I own. I have the Milani Cheek Kiss. I'm doing a pretty good job, y'all. I'm almost, well, I have technically hit pan on that. So I've been using this constantly. I also have the e.l.f. Bronzer and Contour. I like this. I've been trying to use this up as well. This is a real disappointment to me. This is the Westman Atelier color in Biscuit, and this is the Face Trace. And I've been trying to use this, but it really like crumbled, and don't know if you can see. It's gotten really messy anytime I try to use it. But look at that. I've just pumped it all the way up, and basically it is to the end of its life. That's the end. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. I've had this for probably close to 4 years, and it got very crumbly and difficult to work with. But if I want to get another product like this, I can go get another product like this. I have one highlighter, and I basically don't even use this on my cheeks. I use this on my eyes. So I'm gonna keep that because I really like that. But I do have quite a few blushes. As you can see, I have one face and I have a lot of blushes. So I'm gonna see if there's any that I can part with. Okay, let's start here. These were in a gift set my husband got me one year for Christmas, and I do really like these, but I just don't use them. I mean, I do sometimes use them. I don't know, let me think about it. All right, I got these two e.l.f. camo blushes, and this color is just really too bright. I never use it. I do love this color. I don't know what either one of these are called. I'm gonna get rid of this one, but keep this one. Obviously, I'm gonna keep my Rare Beauty. I'll probably never finish going through that. Other liquid blushes. This one from LA Girl, Soft Matte Cream Blush. It's so bright. And you see it comes out like oil, so I guess I would really have to shake this up. I don't know if you can see how oily it is. Yeah, I'm just never gonna wear that. This is the Halo Glow Beauty Wand highlight in the color Rose Quartz. I never highlight, but I mean, that's really pretty. I should try using that. I'm gonna try using this. And this is the L'Oreal Lay Liquid Blush in the color Lift. Is that what it's called? I don't know where the name is. Anyways, I like this, and I don't have too many peachy things, and this is kind of like just a very soft, neutral peach, so I'm gonna keep that. This is from Wet n Wild. This is their Mega Glow, and for a while I was using this a lot. The cap cracked on it, and I still use it from time to time. Do I have other things that I like better? I do. I have other things that I like better. And this is from Versed, and it's the color Pinch. I like that color. That's a good color. Am I gonna keep all of those? I'm definitely keeping these two from Ilia. I have the colors At Last and A Fine Romance. I like those. This has been a real disappointment. I shouldn't have gotten this color. This is the Charlotte Tilbury in the color Pinky Glow. It's just too, it's neon, y'all. It's neon, but I spent so much money on it that I hesitate to get rid of it. So I'm keeping it for now. Actually, I think I'm keeping everything in the blush category other than the two that I got rid of, because I have the Tower 28 in the color Beach Please Happy Hour, and I have Milani in the Cheek Kiss in the color Coral Crush. I like both of these colors, so I'm keeping both of those. Now, if I was gonna get rid of one of these, I would probably get rid of this one from Morphe, although I did just use this the other day. This is Euphoric Rush in the color Energized, and I did use this the other day. It's just you have to be so careful. You just have to really like blend it out on your hand first, sort of, or wipe off the excess because the color is so bright. But whenever I wear fuchsia, I like to wear this with like hot pink or fuchsia. It just goes really nice. And I love this color. I use this. This is what I'm wearing today. This is Pink Peony by Mario, and I'm keeping that. So if I was gonna get rid of one of these, I would get rid of this, but I really like this for summer. To me, it's just feels like very summery, so I'm gonna keep that. This is a bronzer from Bare Minerals, and sometimes I'll use this if I feel like I need to, if I've gone too cool with one of my blushes and I need to warm it up a little bit, so I do use that. Same with this Gucci. I don't usually wear it on its own, but I love this, so I'm gonna keep this one from Gucci. I have 3 baked blushes. This one from Essence, it's totally like the cap is broken and everything is worn off, but this is Goldie Cassis, and I love this. This is a beautiful lavender baked blush from Essence. I'm keeping this even though the lid is broken. I couldn't really travel with it, but I've been using it. This one from Revie Beauty is really nice. It's the color Paradise. It's her Endless Diffusion Everyday Baked Blush. I will say, it does seem like it's gotten a little bit hard panned, but I can still work with it, so I'm gonna keep it. And then I have this one from Milani, Dolce Pink. This, I really don't need. It's so bright. It's so extremely bright. But if I have if I take a light hand and a fluffy brush, I can work with it. So, all right, that wasn't very exciting. I I only got rid of two products, but hey, 2 is better than none. And I really should just get rid of this because I don't really ever use this. I'm gonna get rid of that. That's 3. I'm getting rid of 3. And if this wasn't so expensive, I would be getting rid of this. That's not really a good reason to keep it, is it? Let's do eyeshadow. Okay, ones that I know are staying. I only have a few eyeshadow palettes. The Love Language palette, definitely keeping that one. Okay, I have the Master Mattes, the original one from Makeup by Mario. I use these a lot, so keeping that. I have the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude, that's staying. My Dream palette, that is staying. This I've been on the fence about. This is the Morphe Truth or Dare. It's pretty old. Do I ever? I don't ever turn to this palette anymore. If I want mattes, you know, and neutrals, I'll go to the Natasha Denona or I'll go to the Mario. It does have some nice plums in here, but that's not worth it for me to keep this. Come fall, if I feel like I want some plum colors, I'm sure I can find a quad or something smaller that has plum shades. And so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. I can't believe I'm getting rid of that one, but I am. This Essence Dancing Green, I don't know. I don't ever wear these colors. And the only time I'll wear them is maybe in the fall, but I never like the way it looks. Even, you know, when I made a video with these, I didn't love the way it looked on me. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of that one. I have this little Rabanne Duo, which I love. I need to wear this one. These are so pretty, these 2 colors. This is the mini palette. It's called Date Night, so I'm keeping that. I have these 2 e.l.f. palettes. One is called Need It Nude and then Keep It Ethereal. The thing that I don't like about the Keep It Ethereal is that these toppers are sort of hard pan now. You can't really work with them anymore. And so I never turn to this palette. I do like these peach colors though. Like there's a few colors in here that I like, but I know that these, I can't really even work with the toppers anymore. I don't know if I should keep that or not. This is a nice nude palette, and this is good if I'm traveling and I can take a palette this size with me and I don't have to take one of my more expensive palettes, so I am gonna keep this one. This is hard panned. I got this topper from e.l.f. Fine as Fleck. It's not completely hard panned, but I don't like it. I can't make it work, so that's going. I have this from Urban Decay. I've had this for so long, this Solo color in Scratch, and I love it. I wear it every once in a while. I wear it, so I'll keep that. And then I have these 2 Solos from MAC. In the summer, I like to wear this color called Steam. Oh, this is, ooh, oh. Never mind. It is broken up and falling apart. You're going. Yeah, basic. This is Prussian. It's the only blue I have, and I always feel like I should keep it in case I ever want to do blue eyeshadow. But do I ever do blue eyeshadow? No, and I don't like the way it looks on me. So why should I keep this? Am I getting rid of this? I think I'm getting rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of this. I've had this for well over a decade. And then this is the new Urban Decay Naked palette, which I'm not getting rid of. Oh, so am I getting rid of this one? I haven't even had this one this long. I got this one last summer. Let me hold on to it for a little bit longer. And then I have all of these eyeshadow sticks. I have 3 liquid eyeshadows and 2 cream eyeshadows from Charlotte Tilbury. I love these. These are great one and done colors. I have Oyster Pearl and Champagne. These Eyes to Mesmerize. So I'm keeping these. Definitely not going to get rid of those. Now, liquid eyeshadows. I tried wearing this one from e.l.f. just a couple of weeks ago, and it irritated my eyes so bad. And I remembered that it did irritate my eyes previously when I used it, where my eyes were watering most of the day. This is the liquid metallic shadow. It must be like that, whatever they're using for metallic doesn't agree with my eyes, so I'm getting rid of that. This one from Ilia in Mythic, I love the color, but I find that it breaks up on my eye. It also makes my eyes water. It's very irritating at times to my eyes, so I'm getting rid of that. And honestly, I don't remember about this L'Oreal Brilliant Eyes liquid eyeshadow. I don't remember. It's the color Diamond Drop. I'm gonna have to try this out and see if it irritates my eyes. I don't remember it irritating my eyes, so I'm gonna have to give it a try. Now basically, all of these eyeshadow sticks I'm keeping. They're all still good. My favorites are the Laura Mercier. They're so creamy. They last a long time. They're easy to work with. 3 colors from Laura Mercier: Moonlight, Wild Rose, and Cocoa. Keeping these. I'm keeping all of these. Bobbi Brown is kind of tied with Laura Mercier. I love those. These are really good though. These shadow sticks from L'Oreal, really good. I also have CoverGirl Clean. I have 3 of the lace shadow sticks and 2 of the CoverGirl. They're really good. And these Too Faced ones, I don't use that often, but what is really nice is if you want a lot of sparkle, like that has a ton of sparkle in it. So much so sometimes that by the end of the day I can see little sparkles on the back travel down to my cheek. But I have this color that's like a copper color, pure brick, I think is the name of that. And this is like fairy dust. So I'm keeping those. But I managed to get rid of 7 eyeshadow products, so that's good. Ah! They were like dominoes. All right, well, I was gonna get rid of this one anyways, but it broke. It wasn't a bad product, I just didn't love it. It was L'Oreal. It was more of a lip balm. Glow Paradise Nude Heaven. Okay. I was thinking I was gonna get rid of this one anyways, so that just made my decision easy for me. I also want to address these NYX smudgy sticks or smushy sticks. I don't know names, y'all. I hate this product. And if I reviewed this, and I think I did, and I wasn't raving about it, but I also wasn't too harsh on it, I wish I would have come back and said, please don't buy these. These are so awful. They are basically a matte lip balm is what they're called. And they just gunk up on your lips. They make those little, they clump together after a while and like gather the inner part. You know what I'm talking about. Ugh. I think you'll know what I'm talking about as I'm describing it. If you've ever had a lip product do that. And they dry out your lips. And then you go to put more on and there might still be residue from where it was on previously. And then it just like clung to itself and gunked up even more and dried out my lips even more. So these are awful. Don't buy those. I want to talk about lip balms and lip oils. Anything that's sort of in that genre. This is really good. This is Revie Beauty. It's a lip oil. So I'm keeping this. Someone gave this to me. I don't know if she's gonna be watching this, but it was a happy accident. They shipped her too many of this product. And I like the way it feels and I like the color. It's from Noonie, but I just don't like the watermelon scent. So I think if I'm being honest with myself, to me it smells like watermelon. I don't know what the scent is supposed to be. Apple fig. Yeah, it is sort of appley, but I'm just not gonna. Kind of got this one by accident. I was looking for lip balms. This is Burt's Bees Vitamin E and Peppermint. I hate the peppermint, so you gotta go. This is Hard Candy. It's kind of a lipstick / lip balm in Meet Cute. It's a little bit of a plumper too. It's fine. I just don't ever wear it, so I don't think I just don't want to keep it. It's just taking up space in my cabinet and I don't have a lot of space in there. So I want to get rid of that. Fresh lip balm. It's really good. This is a balm. I should probably just carry this in my purse. I'm gonna put this aside to carry in my purse. This was also a gift. It's fine as a balm. I really like this one from Rabanne, this lip balm. This is a really nice color. I forget what it's called and I can't read it. So I'll keep that. I never use this tinted lip balm in Red Dahlia. It also has a scent. Stop putting scents in everything. What is that scent? I don't know. But the scent alone and the taste, which isn't terrible, but I won't ever reach for it because of that. These are sort of lipstick balm hybrids. I like this one from Makeup by Mario. I got this as a tester, Rosewood Glow. I'm gonna keep that one. Love this from Review Beauty. This is the color Verbena. Like, some of these colors are more suited towards fall, and I almost feel like I need to separate out like fall colors, you know, from summer. But anyways, I have these from Sephora. These are also lip balm, lipstick kind of hybrids. And I like both of these. All right, so keeping those, I have a bunch of lip glosses. So these are very similar. This is the Mega Slicks from Wet n Wild. If I could tell you the color, I would. And this is an LA Colors lip gloss, High Shine in the color Snuggle. And I just don't like the way this looks on my lips against my skin, this color Snuggle. Every time I put it on, I'm like, yeah, I just don't like the way that looks on me. So I'm gonna get rid of that. And honestly, I don't think I'm getting rid of any of these because I do use pretty much all of these. The only one I probably don't wear very often is this one from City Lips, Rosy Mauve. And the reason I don't wear it is because it's a matte color. Yeah, I just never wear that. So I think I'm gonna get rid of that. But the rest of these, I even have these lifter glosses, which I love. I love the formula, so I'm keeping those. These vinyl lips, I still reach for these. They're not technically glosses, they're like vinyl liquid lipsticks. So I do wear these, and I just wear all of these. So I think I'm keeping all of these. And I also have these two from Hourglass, which I love. I have the color Wish and Slip, and I love these a lot. So these are really good formulas. They're plumping, but they're not like set your lips on fire plumping, and they're just like, they're high shine. And my favorite high shine is the Fenty. So yeah, I wear all of these. The only ones that I maybe don't wear that much, or probably the least, are the Infallible Pro Gloss and the Plump Ambition Hyaluronic Lip Oil. These are both L'Oreal. Yeah, I love both of those. They're keeping you. And technically this isn't a lip gloss, it's a hydrating lip stain from Milani. And this is more getting into like separating out, and I'm thinking I might separate out things that are more fall colors, you know, like this and the NYX Fat Oil. These are both more fall, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep them in for now. So these are my lipsticks. I have two red liquid lipsticks, and I like both of them. This is from L'Oreal, 420, whatever color that is, and this is the Sephora Cream Lip Stain. So I won't be wearing these for a few months, not during the summer, I'm sure. So maybe I will end up putting those aside. Same with these two colors from Essence. I have like a brick red and like a true red color. You know, I love these. These are really good matte lipsticks, very long lasting. Now, I also have this slim lipstick, which I only have one of these when I was testing out the formula, and I like the formula. This is also L'Oreal, color 601, whatever color that is. So I'm gonna keep that. I have these little minis here that came in a set. And I love them. This is a great red lipstick. I don't think they make this anymore. This is Gwen Stefani. I'm not getting rid of it. This one was my favorite, but it has come apart in here. So I'm gonna get rid of this one, but in the fall and winter, I might go out and re-buy this. I think they do still make this color, Vendetta, from Pat McGrath. But I'm gonna get rid of the little mini. And I do love this color from Marc Jacobs. I only have a little bit left. I don't think I have a color quite like this, but you know, I've had this for a really long time, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. Oh, look at me getting rid of stuff. This is from Smashbox. I've had this forever. I got this for a Halloween costume one year, and I don't see me wearing this ever again. So I'm gonna get rid of it. This one from Fenty, I'm keeping that. Even though I hate that you can't put it in any of your holders. This always frustrates me because, you know, you want to put them right side up, but they look exactly alike. So, you know, I always have to take them out to see which one is which. So I have 3 from Charlotte Tilbury: Pillow Talk, Coral, and Velvet Underground, which is like a hot pink. I'm keeping all 3 of those. And I have 3 from Urban Decay: Disturbed, Rapture, and F-Bomb, which they don't make anymore. Let me just see if any of these smell funky. It smells fine. It smells fine. Again, this was for a Halloween costume. So I might wear that at Halloween again, and it still smells fine. So I'm gonna keep that. Gosh, I feel like I've gotten rid of a lot. I love this color. This is Rouge from Dior. Just a nice matte nude. MAC Cherish, also a nice nude. This is more of a warm nude, but I do wear that a lot. And then I have 2 colors from L'Oreal, and this pink, y'all, this pink, it reminds me, you know the woman in Something About Mary, the woman who was very tan and had the very light pink lips? That's what this reminds me of. I don't ever turn to it because it's very, very pink. This is the color Tickled Pink. All right, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna try to wear it this summer. But if I don't wear it over the summer, then I'm gonna get rid of it. And then I got this color Tropical Coral when I was on a coral kick last year. I'm gonna keep that because I wanna wear that. I forget what this color is called, but it was a red color from Fenty. Let's see, what color is it? Does it say? Nope, doesn't say. The thing is the component, right? You're supposed to be able to replace the lipsticks. Oh, I did pretty good. How many lip products did I get rid of? 13. I count 13. I count 13. That was progress. Oh, I also have this lip balm, the Lippy Balm from Drunk Elephant. I'm going to do lip liners since we're on the lips. I don't know that I'm getting rid of any of them, but let's see. I don't think I'm getting rid of any of these lip products because I'm using them. I rotate through them. The only colors I'm not using right now are, like I mentioned before, colors that feel more fall to me. So my idea was to take out or set aside the ones that are more fall colors so that it makes it easier for me to find the colors, you know, that I use regularly right now, which would be like the reds and the burgundies. I might be just getting rid of one of these. Let's see. So really these colors, and maybe even this one, yeah, these feel more fall to me. So I'm gonna put those, I think I'll put those aside and make my life a little easier as I'm getting ready. Oh, that one too, and that one. But I think the one that I'm gonna get rid of is the one that was just frustrating to me because it ran. I should try wearing this again. I'm gonna give this another go and see if it runs up into my lip lines. And if it does, I'm gonna get rid of it. This is Lawless Forget the Filler. I need to give this one another go. But basically, everything else that I have here, technically this is sort of a lipstick. It's from Ilia. It's a hydrating crayon. I love this. Such a beautiful nude mauve color. And it's just so silky and creamy on your lips. I really, really do like that one. This has been a little bit of a disappointment. Not that it's a bad product, but I just feel like you don't get a lot of product with this dual-ended Charlotte Tilbury lip liner / lipstick combo, but I have been using it. This is a really nice formula from Makeup by Mario. And I got this, you know, as part of like a little gift set. It's the Ultra Suede Sculpting Pencil in Rich Mauve. Really nice. Urban Decay used to be the OG for me, and at this point I only have a couple of colors left. Makeup Forever. These are really good. There's such good formulas. I still have this one from Thrive Cosmetics in the color Khaki, which I do use still. I've got one from Sephora. I'm not talking about my other ones back here, but yeah. Revie Beauty, great formula. Would love to have more colors of that. But yeah, these are the ones I'm keeping all, I'm keeping all of them. These are all of my eyeliners. Making some decisions. Keeping those. Getting rid of that one. All right, I have 3 green colors and they're all different. This is probably the one I've had the longest from Thrive. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the Thrive. I'm keeping those. I have 2 black liquid eyeliners, e.l.f. and Revlon Color Stay Lash and Liner. I'm gonna keep both of those. I think I have 2 plum colors. It's a very dark plum from Urban Decay. It's the Rockstar. And then that one from Persona. I don't ever wear this Rockstar because it's like it's so dark that it almost looks like navy or close to black. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. I never wear it. I have a couple of like teal colors. That one's from Ulta. It's the color Peacock. And then I have this one from Sephora, which is Waterfall. I like to wear these in the summer, so I need to remember to wear these. Let's see with the browns. I probably will be able to get rid of 1 or 2 of these. This is the Stay and Play from Essence. That one's lighter. It's called Brilliant Brown. I don't know, I've gotten down so far, I can't tell who it's from. Chocolate. This is Persona Chocolate. I like all of these. Obviously, I've worn them a lot. This one is one I'm getting rid of. This is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil. You really have to push, and the color I don't like. It's too light. It's very neutral, but it's too light. We got the Infallible. No, that one's really good. Infallible Grip, L'Oreal. And then this one I'm keeping. This is from Stila. Okay, so I'm keeping these 4. Keeping this is just like for your waterline. This is from Essence. And then I have 2 black colors. This is Sephora. That's good. And then this one was Prime Prometics. And that one's good too. And then this one is from Stila. It's a navy color. I'm gonna keep that. It's the only thing I have in navy. If I wanna wear a navy, which I rarely do. All right, so I got rid of 4. All of those formulas were pretty waterproof. I can tell you, they were very hard to get off my hand. All right, so the last category is just eyebrow products. I have 2 brow glues, this one from NYX, the brow glue, and a Wow Brow. So keeping both of those. Actually, I'm keeping all of these, I think. This was a very dark brown. I use it for Halloween if I need to do a darker look. So that's a Halloween look. Am I keeping? Yeah, I'm trying to get through all of these. I'm trying to get through my drugstore colors from e.l.f. and from LA colors, even though this color is really not good for me. This color is too red. This is LA Colors Browy Wowie Skinny Pencil. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one because I never use it. I won't use it because it's too red. So I'll get rid of that one. But I still am using up Precisely My Brow from Benefit. My favorite brow product is from Revie Beauty. I'm also using my Anastasia Beverly Hill and e.l.f. So I have these 4. And I never use this Build Brow. Oh, I caught it. I caught it before it hit the ground. I'll keep it. I'll try to finish using this one up. And if I hate it, then I'm gonna toss it. And then these lip liners, I think I'm gonna keep all of them. I'm just gonna separate them out. All right, so I got rid of 4 eyeliners and 1 eyebrow pencil. These are my mascaras, and none of them are ones that I want to get rid of. I'm using them all up. Technically, this is expired, Thrive Cosmetics, but I still use it. This one is gonna be done very soon because the blacks, this is like a dual-ended. One end is primer, and the other side is a very black, thickening mascara. So that side is about done. Still enjoying this one from Prime Prometics. These 5 are tubing mascaras, and technically the primer side of this is a tubing mascara also. And the only one that I have right now that is a non-tubing formula is this one from Clinique, the High Impact Zero Gravity Mascara. That doesn't go anywhere. You put it on, and in fact, that's the one thing I don't really love about it, is that it's hard to take off at night, but it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't budge, and that I love about it. But like I said, if you watched my mascara roundup, I ranked all the mascaras I had been using for the past couple of years, and there's some in there that are so good, that are drugstore price. So right now I'm just using all of these up. These are the e.l.f. lash extenders. I have a brown and a black. I like the brown for my bottom lashes. So yeah, I'm just trying to use these up. I'm not buying any more until I go through them. And some of them are probably at the point where they need to be replaced, but I'm trying to save money this year, y'all. So I'm keeping those. So this is my basket of things I'm getting rid of, and I feel really good about that. Like I said, been trying to do this declutter for a while now. It feels good to get rid of things that I know I'm not going to use, that don't flatter me, or I don't like the formulas. No reason to hang on to those things. So thanks for joining me while I decluttered my makeup. And if you made it this far, I really appreciate you hanging out with me all this time. So if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button if you liked it. Comment down below on anything I got rid of that I didn't like that maybe you liked, or if you liked some of the things that I kept. Well, that does it for me. I need to clean out all of these bins and get everything put back in their place. Until next time, you're doing great.